The college baseball season rolls on here in Chapel Hill, which was the place to be if you're a baseball fan over the weekend. North Carolina back at it, now ranked number 2 in the country and hosting a formidable Big South foe, the Panthers of High Point. And a welcome to you from Boshamer Stadium with Colby Wilkerson. I'm Darren Vaught. Colby, what a weekend it was for the Tar Heels, defeating the Yellow Jackets, getting 2 of those 3 games, and propelling themselves up to number 2 in the country.
Yeah, the Tar Heels did exactly what they wanted to do for the weekend against Georgia Tech. It's the game plan all year for them. They're looking strong. They're looking to continue that this week in midweek play against High Point and the weekend coming up against Duke.
Well, a huge part of their success over the weekend, the Tar Heels that is, was Owen Hull. It's a guy who is tearing the cover off the ball, hitting really well amidst this 11-game hit streak.
Yeah, Owen's been really good for the Tar Heels. He started off slow, but you know what? He comes up to the plate with that swagger. You watch him tonight walk up into that box. He's got swagger. He spread his feet out. He's in the ground, and, man, he's got hot for the Tar Heels at the right time.
That grand slam, the centerpiece of the weekend for Owen Hull, who now leads in conference play, all ACC players in runs batted in.
Yeah, he's been really good recently, and you know the thing about him is no matter if he's going good or not, he takes his walks and he swings at good pitches, and that's allowed him to get hot this year at the right time for the Tar Heels, and man, it's looking good for him in this Tar Heel lineup.
On the mound for North Carolina, it's a guy who they've now called upon both in the midweeks as a starting pitcher and on the weekends. He plays a big role for them in conference series.
Yeah, it's really big right now in this type of baseball for your freshman to come in and be good. And, man, Rose has been really good for the Tar Heels. He's got to get ahead. He's got to get weak contact. He's settling into this midweek role for the Tar Heels. He does a good job at controlling the game, so he just can't get moving too fast with this good High Point lineup because they got some good pieces, and he's just got to control the game, and that's what Rose is going to look to do here tonight.
Look at the High Point lineup. This is a formidable one. It's a potent lineup featuring Sojun Oh, who maybe is the front runner for Big South Player of the Year. You see their 3 multi-home run games this season. They've all come on the road.
Yeah, a team like High Point, they can do some damage. They can really make you pay. So as a pitcher, you just really got to control the zone and get ahead, because if not, they're going to make you pay.
Another in-state midweek matchup. They always seem to deliver, especially this time of year. High Point looking to enhance a resume, but they play in a one-bid league in the Big South. So it's going to come down to the conference tournament for North Carolina. After the weekend against Georgia Tech, pretty firmly in the driver's seat in terms of a top 8 national seed, which would mean hosting a regional here at Boshamer Stadium. And if you win that, hosting again for the super regional, that if you win that would get you to Omaha.
Yeah, it's super big for the Tar Heels. And right now they control their own destiny the rest of the season.
Rose sends the first pitch in, and it's off the mark against Willie Ponce, and we're underway. Ponce, a newcomer to this High Point team, in the middle infield, and now an even count, 1-1. Two balls, 1 strike. I mentioned with Rose, he throws Tuesdays now as the starting pitcher in the midweeks. They've been using him on Sundays in conference competition, so he's coming off of maybe a bit of a high throwing against Georgia Tech at the tail end of that series. A couple of days later, here you are right back at it as the starter as Ponce rolls it over, and it's picked up foul by Eric Paulson.
He's looked really good for the Tar Heels. I mean, like I said, he controls the game, and he's got a great poise up there. It doesn't matter if he's throwing, you know, against High Point on the midweek or in a weekend series in the ACC. Like, he looks good up there, and it's a really good arm and a good future for Rose.
So an even 2-2 count to Ponce in his first year with the Panthers, coming from Eastern New Mexico. And is hit by the pitch. Torqued his body. Maybe that ricocheted off of the handle, but it is an HBP, and the leadoff man is on for the Panthers.
Now batting for Monday, number 3, Frank Kelly.
Oh, wow. I think he got his hand right there.
It just kind of rolled over the knuckles.
Yeah, I mean, anything to the hand doesn't feel good.
Puts him on for Frank Kelly, the batter. Rose back to it, gets ahead in the count, 0-1.
And not a lot of arguing either from the Tar Heels right there. And most of the time, that's a telltale sign that, it really got him on the hand.
Throw over for Ponce, who's stolen 12 bases in 17 tries this year. Big swing from Kelly, 0-2.
Yeah, this is something I've always found interesting. He is elected to keep that elbow guard on down there at first. I've always found that interesting, how everyone has their own style of what they do with their equipment once they get to first. And he's elected to keep it on right here. Maybe
Yet no sliding mitt like you see with everybody else.
Yeah, but he's got the elbow guard. Maybe a little extra protection for that elbow. Who knows?
Rose, 0-2 off the top of the bat. Grabbed by Paulson, makes the play at first himself, so it serves as if it was a sacrifice and moves Ponce into scoring position. So one away, runner in scoring position for Joey Hammond's Panthers. Big South Tournament champions 2 years ago. This is a club that was upset in their conference tournament a season ago. One of the best offenses, power conference or mid-major, doesn't matter, across college baseball last season, and Landon Johnson at the plate was a big part of it.
Well, I'll tell you what, they got a good lineup, but I'll tell you what, that play right there by Paulson down at first, it's a lot harder than you think. That one had some spin on it, and when you're on the field, you hold your breath right there for a little bit.
Couple of takes for Landon Johnson, the High Point first baseman, coming off of a massive redshirt junior season. 16 home runs, drove in more runs than anybody in the country with 86. Another take, and it's 3-0. No swing, 3-0. So now he's in a hitter's count. So this year for Johnson, 8 home runs, 30 RBIs, 12 doubles to go with that. So still doing what he does, just not quite at the rate that he did last year. And now a full count.
I'll tell you what, Johnson's a bigger guy, but he's using those legs in there. You can tell in his stance, he's down in the ground. You know, he's got some power, and he's going to look to do some damage today against the Tar Heels.
Rose the 3-2. Tipped back, and Johnson will see another. Again with a full count, bounced right back up the middle. Schaffner's got it at shortstop. Easy throw to first. And that's 2 away with the runner moving from second to third.
Good play right there by Schaff, moving to his left, glove side, make it look easy.
So Rose an out away from getting out of this top of the first inning. Leadoff batter reached. Trying to strand him at third and gets a wave and a miss from Lane Allen. Allen thought about it, did not go, and it's 1-1. Fouled out of play, 2 strikes on Lane Allen.
I'll tell you what, this is exactly what I like about Rose. You know, you're a freshman, you're throwing against a good High Point team right here on a Tuesday night, and you hit the first guy, and man, he just still looks poised and under control and calm, and he's attacking, and that's really big from a young player.
Ponce with a bit of a deke over at third, and Rose drops in strike 3. Backwards K retires the side and strands the runner at third. Now it's the Tar Heels' turn at the plate when we come back. High Point to the field and has Justin Silverstein throwing. This is an arm they really like and at times has been quite solid for them. It is really good stuff. Colby, average fastball velocity, not quite 96 miles per hour.
Yeah, we talked about it earlier. He's got an electric arm, but command is key for him tonight and for the rest of his career because his stuff is really good. It's plus stuff. It's electric. It's swing and miss. As long as he's around the zone. When he's not around the zone, that's the chance where he gets to walking people and he's in a big chance of getting hit when he leaves it right over the plate. So that's the key for him tonight to be good against the Tar Heels.
Big weekend for the North Carolina lineup, which does not look much different. Jake Schaffner, 6 for 10. Those 5 walks, 4 of them came in the Game 2 win on a Saturday in 4 plate appearances.
Yeah, that's big for the Tar Heels. The walks are big because when they get people on, they're really aggressive, and it's like it picks up the game for the whole team, right? Like it's just a big momentum shift for the Tar Heels. When the guys get on base and there's traffic, they pick it up big time. So for High Point, you're looking to keep those Tar Heels off the bases because once they get out there, it's going to pick up pretty fast.
You know, it was really interesting. You see Scott Forbes on your screen talking to him prior to the big weekend against Georgia Tech, number 2, number 3 teams in the country. So much hype going into it. It was interesting to hear him talk about letting his guys embrace that and kind of lean into it. You know, feels like a lot of the coach speak that you hear typically is, okay, we got to treat it like another game. And Forbes said, well, that's impossible. These guys know what this is, right? You can't, if you try to tell them that, it's going to seem like you're lying to them. Schaffner takes, and a 1-0 count gets him started.
Yeah, I mean, I totally agree with Coach Forbes. We've always agreed on a lot, us two. But we talked about it earlier. You know, sometimes that adrenaline's going high, and you need to let it be high because it affects the game and it affects your momentum.
Schaffner takes a watchful eye, as we saw all weekend, 2-0. It just feels like there is a feel for that as a head coach. You got to know when you've got a group of guys that you can say that sort of thing to.
Yeah, that's very true. You know, it works different with your group, and your team for the season. And for this team, I think it works very well for them. And to play almost like, even though there's not a chip on their shoulder, like it's a chip on their shoulder, and just keep that energy very high.
Silverstein evens it up with a couple of consecutive strikes. He's going to rely heavily on that fastball. Throws it about 78% of the time.
Yeah, 95 right there. It's electric stuff. It's the real deal.
Defense realigns with 2 strikes, and he's off the mark, down and in. Schaffner's got 3 and 2. Full count pitch. Bounced over the middle. Schaffner not able to run it out, and that's 1 down.
97 right there. Stuff's electric.
So again, you see the potential with Silverstein throwing.
He's got the stuff. I wouldn't be surprised if the Tar Heels are gonna try to be patient tonight with him. Just because of the track record of the command, you know, when you have a guy like that, you gotta be a little patient up there more than usual. Just, you know, because you want to swing at strikes and take the balls.
Breaking ball to start Gavin Gallagher, and then a fastball swung on and missed for a quick 0-2. So far, so good. I mean, that's a great job to get ahead of a good hitter in Gallagher. Blows another by him, 97 miles per hour.
Yep, fastball. Pretty center cut, but up. And I think, you know, with his stuff, that's what's going to play for him, right? You know, it's electric, it's hard, but, you know, it still just can't be right down the middle. And I think up is a great spot for his fastball to work for, not only against the Tar Heels, but anyone he's pitching against.
Quick 2 away, and here is Owen Hull. Takes a close pitch to start, 1-0. He has emerged as one of the best hitters in the ACC. Down and in, 2-0.
We talked about this before the start, and I kind of mentioned he's got some swagger. If you watch Owen while he's hitting, coming up to the box, when he takes pitches, hits pitches, he's got that good energy.
Lays off again, and it's 3-0. And ball 4 taken. Puts Hull at first base. In lieu of Macon Winslow coming to the plate, the cleanup batter for North Carolina. A main character, you could say, over the weekend with some long balls against the Yellow Jackets.
Yeah, Winslow's got a really good swing. And earlier in the year with games I'm watching, he's pulling the ball a lot out of the yard. And now he's starting to go to center and right, and that really sets up his swing, and he can do damage to all parts of the field.
Trying to start a 2-out rally for the Tar Heels as that one misses inside. And a timeout called. Justin Ruiz, the catcher, is going to have a visit with the tall right-hander. So it's the first time that Silverstein has had to deal with a base runner on. Maybe just a quick reminder from his catcher.
Yeah, just trying to settle him down right there when traffic gets involved. Just settle down, get back to the basics.
And And he delivers a breaking ball for a strike. 1-1. He's had some confidence in that curveball, which is his less used breaker. Throw over to first. Hole back in time.
I'll tell you what, it's 82 right there, and that's a big drop off from that 95, 97 mile per hour heater, and makes that heater play up as well.
There goes breaking ball again, but it's down and away. 2-1. Three balls, one strike to Macon Winslow. Swatted up into the air, shallow center field. Christian Smith on the run, races in and squeezes to retire the side. So a base runner for North Carolina as well, but we're scoreless through an inning. To the second inning we go in Chapel Hill. Jackson Rose continues to throw for North Carolina. He's developed this hybrid role, the midweek starter and a weekend reliever. And he's emerged as a real player in this pitching staff for the Tar Heels. Sojun Oh, the leadoff batter for High Point here in the second. And he looks at a strike, the designated hitter today, with an 0-1 count. Chopper over the middle. There's Schaffner ranging over from shortstop, and a throw to first, one away. A couple of nice plays for Schaffner so far in this one.
Yep, great play by Schaff. He's pretty much had two of the same plays here today. Going glove side, up the middle, good range. Fields it, sets his feet, makes a good throw.
Brings up Jake McCarter, the High Point left fielder, as Rose continues and works quickly with a miss outside. 1-0.
I mean, I know a little bit about playing shortstop here, but Schaffner's got it going on. He's got the sunglasses on the back of the hat. I couldn't pull that cool look off while I was here.
Off the top of the bat, fouled. 1-1. On the back of the hat. I don't
check
understand.
That out.
I see it a lot. I don't know, Colby, if I understand it fully.
I think it's probably more style points, but you know, the sunglasses, they're so big and wild today. It might not feel that good on his brim, you know, so maybe he's just got them on the back. That way when he runs and takes off and makes a cool play, they just fall off.
Down and in, 3 balls and 1 strike. I also am partially maybe a little confused. The sun is currently out. He's got the eye black. You're not even using the sun.
Well, I tell you what, here it's from the suites and the windows. Sometimes that sun will glare off these windows and suites from the press boxes and up here in the suites. And sometimes it's harder to see with sunglasses on.
Yeah.
It's like just with the shadows and the glare. It's just, it's weird. I know it sounds weird, but I promise I'm telling the truth.
Full count from Rose, and it's flayed out of play. So to stay 3-2 for McCarter. I'm trying to remember you out there at shortstop. Were you heavy eye black?
One year I was. We had a little eye black trend going, but I was a heavy sunglasses guy.
Yeah, okay.
I like the sunglasses, calms my eyes down.
Into the air the other way. Over into foul territory. Carter French grabs it for the 2nd out. This is a tricky time of day here in particular.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was talking about. Just 6 o'clock game. That sun's kind of setting, but you got your shadows, but you also got the glare off the windows here. So sometimes it's just harder to see with the sunglasses on.
First pitch, Christian Smith, a little bloop, doesn't make it past the infield, pulled in for a 3-up, 3-down inning for the High Point Bats. Carolina to the plate for the bottom of the 2nd inning. They have fared very well offensively, especially, but ERA there pretty good as well against non-conference foes this season. 9.5 runs per game.
Yeah, that's really big. When you can put up almost 10 runs per game, it doesn't matter if it's midweek or weekend. You're going to have a good chance to win.
5, 6, 7 due up in the order for the Tar Heels, beginning with Eric Paulson, first baseman. He's got an on base of nearly 450 on the season. First pitch swinging, hard on the ground. Ponce with the pull side shift, retires him on the first pitch. So the success against non-conference opponents is a big part of this. North Carolina with one of their best starts ever at this point in the season. You see there 33-7-1 through 41 games. A couple of 34-7 marks as well. And more often than not, Colby, when North Carolina's having this kind of a season, it means good things in terms of a long postseason run.
Yeah, it means good things for a long postseason run, and it means good things that you're probably going to be in Chapel Hill when it comes to the postseason, and that's really big, playing in front of the home crowd. of a chance to go to Omaha.
Two and 0 to Cooper Nicholson. Up and in, and that one was a foul ball. So he'll stay in the box. Called strike 2 to even it up. And that's something that's always been so important for this North Carolina program. If it's going to be that kind of a year, securing a top 8 national seed so that you don't have to leave Boshemer Stadium here until you go to Omaha.
Yeah, I think that's really big. It's big for any team, but the Tar Heels have a lot of success at the Bosch, and the Bosch magic's real. It was real in 24. I've seen a lot of Bosch magic, and you know, it's always good when you're winning and you can lock in those seeds so you can be at home.
I think the numbers there speak for themselves. Pretty good reason Tar Heels want to be here as much as possible. Silverstein again with 2 strikes off the handle and fouled out of play by Nicholson. So he'll see yet another 2-2. That's why it feels like that Georgia Tech series was so big for them. Tar Heels rising to the moment. Still a possibility that, you know, if things go not good the rest of the way, you could fall out of that top 8. But another foul ball. They're pretty firmly in it now.
Yeah, I mean, it's huge. I mean, but you know, you got to keep playing good the rest of the season and keep doing the things you're supposed to do and prepare, and hopefully it'll keep going their way for the Tar Heels, because they, you know, they want to play at home. You get to sleep in your own bed. I mean, you're better when you get to sleep in your own bed.
Pitch number 8 to Nicholson, taken, and it's a full count now. And I think too, you know, you see Silverstein there, but Jackson Rose, the guy going on the mound for North Carolina, there's a reason he is allowed to keep this midweek role even with the success and the contributions of the weekends, and it's because they don't want it to slip. As that one gets away from Silverstein and into the backstop, an impressive walk by Cooper Nicholson puts a runner aboard with 1 away.
Yeah, I mean, you're totally right. And I mean, Rose is a guy you can trust, and I think that's a really big thing for your midweek starters. Someone you can trust, someone that's going to throw strikes. They're going to be in the zone. They're confident. They're controlling the game. I think that's really big, because whether they get hit or not, you want them to look confident out there and like they're controlling the ball game.
Want to know to Tyler Howe. Not to mention, just you said it, developing an extra arm to add to the mix and the core of guys that you can roll out. I mean, who knows? Maybe that's the extra arm it's going to take to win a regional, win a super.
Yeah, I mean, they got a lot of depth in that, not only for the starters, but in the bullpen and the pitching for them. Really, if it can hit a stride right here on the end of the season, it'll be a good thing for the Tar Heels, because they've been playing a lot of their strengths to their offense in the beginning of the year, and their strength is really the pitching. So if they can both connect on the same page, it looks like it'll be a good rest of the year for the Tar Heels.
2 balls, 1 strike to Tyler Howe. High point infield favoring his pull side on the right side. Inside, and now it's 3-1. So we've seen the good for Silverstein here, but Nicholson, the last batter, was a battle. Could have gone either way.
Yeah, well, the thing is, even with his success tonight, other than Gavin probably, he goes deep in the count. You know, it's a lot of 3-1, 3-2 counts, so he's throwing a lot of pitches. He's using a lot of his energies, and that's just really tough when you're a pitcher, because you're throwing so many pitches, you're tired, and the next thing you know, you have traffic. So I think, you know, you see them going out every now and then. They're just trying to get him back under control and let him catch his breath.
So that's 3 walks already for Silverstein. He's not been a starter all year, but that does tie a game high for him. He walked 3 his last outing a week ago today against North Carolina A&T. Some rustling in the High Point bullpen, but no one as a dedicated thrower yet. But in situations like this, I'm sure part of the reminder for Silverstein is you're 1 pitch away, a ground ball away from getting out of it, getting back to the dugout, and resetting for the next frame. Lee Sowers is the batter for North Carolina, and he has a 1-0 count, the designated hitter today. Just his second start of the season. And a close take, 2-0.
Yeah, I mean, I think the Tar Heels are looking for a lefty to step up a little bit in that DH role when they're facing these right-handed arms. And I think if they can find someone like Lee to get in there and to hit a little stride, it could really help the offense.
Takes a cut, fouls it into the backstop, 2-1. Another 3-1 count for Silverstein. And ball 4. So 3 consecutive walks to load the bases with 1 away. And with Silverstein, mixed role, he's up to 38 pitches. It's already, Colby, the 3rd most pitches he's thrown this season.
Yeah, well, you know, like we said, the 3-1, 3-2 counts, it's killing your pitch count. And, I mean, he's using a lot of energy, and it's tough. It's tough on pitchers because it feels like they can't breathe, right? They're having to use so much energy every at-bat, and there's just never a break.
Early spot for Carter French, who swings away at the first pitch, fouls it away.
I like that from Carter French right there. He's been walking some guys. He knows he's got to come in the zone right there first pitch and get ahead. So it's good to be aggressive right there. Might be the best one you get to see.
Wave and miss right over the top of it. Slider that time at 88 for Silverstein, and he's got French 0-2. Bounces away from Ruiz. Runners advance, including Nicholson scoring from 3rd, and North Carolina takes the first lead. And that is all the walks, followed by a wild pitch. So that run, a direct result of some control issues for Silverstein. And misses low and makes it 2-2 to French.
Yeah, I mean, that's the danger, right? When you struggle a little bit with control, you can kind of hurt yourself sometimes. The offense doesn't even really have to do damage.
A touch inside, and it's a full count.
And with Carter right here, he got ahead early, and you know, now he's back into that same spot, 3-2 count again.
Ball 4, and it loads them back up for North Carolina, sending it back to the top of the order.
Now batting for North Carolina, number 2,
And up comes maybe the one guy in the lineup that you can't really nibble at the strike zone with. Out comes Joey Hammond, the head coach of the High Point Panthers. And he takes the ball immediately. So High Point making a change on the mound with one away in the bottom of the second inning. North Carolina with the bases loaded, already up 1-0. Here at the bottom of the second inning, that is their basketball star, Caleb Wilson, who cooked for most of the year until it ended for him due to injury with the Tar Heels. How about this? He threw out the first pitch prior to today's game. A glove, jersey from the mound, full windup and everything.
Yeah, he's a good athlete. And I mean, like you said, he balled into that first pitch. Had the jersey, the glove, the windup from the rubber. That's a big thing for me when you're throwing the first pitch.
You know, it was down in the dirt, but I thought when I saw it, Colby, I was like, that was intentional. That's his swing and miss stuff.
I was going for strike probably
three.
Maybe a changeup right there. You know, he's a superstar, so that was probably what he went for.
New pitcher for High Point. Back to the top of the order for North Carolina, and Jake Schaffner watches ball one. It's been 4 consecutive walks prior to the pitching change, and Jack Carey on to throw. So a left-hander here for the Panthers. And Schaffner hard on the ground over to second. Kelly flips it, taunts the turn on a hop, and unable to be squeezed by Johnson at first. So it brings in a run on the fielder's choice.
I don't know if they even would have got him right there if they make the catch. It looks like, yeah. He was going to be safe anyway. Schaff got out of the box fast right there. And that tells you how fast he is. I mean, that was a hard hit ball. He pretty much squared that one up, and they weren't able to turn two right there. But a big pitch right there when you come in, when, you know, you got a bunch of walks on base and bases loaded, so.
Gavin Gallagher with runners at the corners. Out in front, just got a piece of it and fouls it back 0-1. Struck out on 3 pitches against the starter Silverstein, his first time up. Out of play. Foul ball, strike 2. Carey doing what the Panthers needed at that point. 4 consecutive walks. Got a ground ball chance at a double play to get out of it, going right at Gallagher here. Another foul ball. Gallagher stays at 0-2. It's a much different look. Carey from the left side. Silverstein, who's coming at 6'6" from the right.
Yeah, very different look, and he's attacking the zone a lot. He's in the zone. This is a battle of the mustaches that we got going on right here.
Another 0-2. Gallagher turns on it and fouls it away to fight it off. Down and in, another one skips away. Ruiz has an issue finding it, and another scored run on a wild pitch.
Yeah, he has trouble finding it right there. Shoots off left. Lee had a kind of a tough time reading that. You gotta know when the ball gets away left and right there from a catcher, you can go automatically.
Gallagher swipes at the high pitch and fouls it away. Be trying to tomahawk one out of here with that swing. Keeps it at 0-2 though.
That high off speed, you know, that high off speed will make you do some crazy things.
Well, Carey's average fastball velocity is just over 80 miles per hour, which, considering the 97 they were seeing a moment ago, pretty big change.
It's the battle of the game so far. It's because they both got those thick mustaches. I'm only making fun of them a little bit because I can't grow one, so.
Gallagher blasts it up into the air. Christian Smith wanders over from center and catches the fly ball. That is the end of the second, but 3 across for North Carolina on 4 walks and a couple of wild pitches. Hill, High Point has dug themselves a hole early, 3-0 North Carolina. But listen, these big power conference foes not going to scare away the Panthers. They've had a lot of success against teams against whom they're punching up per se this year. A series victory at Florida, most notably. They had a chance at a sweep in that series, beating Duke on the road 1-0 to shut out Wake Forest. Pretty impressive.
Yeah, those are really big wins and great wins for High Point, and they're looking to do that again here with the Tar Heels. They got pick it up and start scoring some runs.
Jackson Rose elicits a foul tip for strike one. Jace Kohler is the batter, the third baseman for High Point. It's 8-9-1 in their order. Foul ball, strike two. Line drive into left center field. It rolls into the gap. Kohler on his way to second, where he's got a stand-up double. Jace Kohler with just his 13th extra base hit of the season.
Yeah, really good swing on a changeup right there. Stays back on it, smokes it in the left center gap. Yeah, look at that head. He's down on the baseball right there. That's a double to get the High Point offense started right here, and that's exactly what they needed right here in this third inning.
That's the first hit for either side in this game.
Yeah, crazy to think about, right? 3-0 first hit for the team that's got 0 runs. It's crazy.
Maybe not for long. Man in scoring position for Justin Ruiz, who takes to a 1-0. 9-hole batter for High Point. Ruiz, the catcher. Typically that's Sojun Oh for High Point, but he's the DH today. Midweeks typically gets a breather. Aggressive swing by Ruiz, fouls it back 1-1. There's O. Another foul ball. 1 ball, 2 strikes for Ruiz. th start of the season for Ruiz is part of this backstop platoon. Just 6 RBIs on the season. A base hit could bring in his 7th. And off the handle, puts it out of play. Two and two. High Point battling again with 2 strikes here. Rose, this is the 9th batter he's faced. He's gotten to a 2-strike count to all but 2 batters. The other 2 were retired on the first couple of pitches.
Yeah, well, look, so far tonight, it's a tale of 2 different stories. You got a pitcher who has had not a lot of traffic, but he's just really commanded the game. And then you have another pitcher who's just been a little wild and hurting himself.
Full count here. Rose to the plate, and another one fought off by Ruiz. Down and in, that's ball 4. Gritty plate appearance for Ruiz puts them at first and second with no outs for the top of the High Point order.
Now batting for the Panthers, number 5, Willie Potts.
See what the Tar Heels do right here. Might go talk to him, calm him down a little bit. Yeah, exactly what he's gonna do. Looks like maybe Glauber out there in the pen starting to get loose, but I think they might see what he's gonna do right here and try to let Rose finish this inning if he can.
Bryant Gaines out to talk to Rose and Winslow. And that is Caden Glauber. again, one of their prominent arms in terms of their conference weekend series. North Carolina understands the position that they're in. They're not looking to let these midweek games slip away from them. You see his line from Friday against Georgia Tech. He came in immediately after Jason DeCaro, went 3 strong innings before handing it off to Walker McDuffie. So Rose still out there for the time being. Second plate appearance for Willie Ponce, who was hit by pitch to lead things off in the first. Squares to bunt, and it's ball 1.
Yeah, I think they kept Rose out there. I mean, he's still under control. He looks strong. He's commanding. But I think they really want him to face this lefty, and that might be all she wrote.
Corners are in for the Tar Heels, but it's another miss, 2-0. No bunt shown for Ponce that time. And it's a called strike, 2-1.
I was thinking that in my head. I was like, I might would take the bunt off. You know, that's probably going to be one of the best pitches you get right there. 2-0, you've shown bunt twice. You might groove one in there.
See what happens here on the 2-1. Bunt comes back out. Ponce drops it down. Nicholson from third. Strong arm gets him at first, but a successful sacrifice, and now it's 2 in scoring position.
Yeah, right there, first and second, no outs. Honestly, well executed from both sides, right? You get your sack bunt down, and then you field it, and you just get your out.
And you said it. Rose gets the lefty. Here comes Scott Forbes to make a change. And Caden Glauber, Globe as the guys call him, likely to enter, though there's not been a call made quite yet. And here he comes. The big-time freshman arm enters for North Carolina. 2 in scoring position, 1 away in the top of the third. Carolina still early. High Point threatening with runners at second and third in the top of the third. Jackson Rose replaced on the mound by Caden Glauber, true freshman for this North Carolina club, and man, has he been great for them as a first-timer in college baseball.
He's really good. I mean, especially for a rookie, like, he can get it done. And, man, he can throw that fastball. It's electric. But, man, he's got a slider that will just wipe you out. I mean, I've seen some swings off this thing. They're not even close, but it's just so good. It looks like it's going to be there, and then it's gone. So, see what he can do here tonight. And we talked about it. He runs out there from that bullpen. He's going to let it all go when he gets on this rubber.
Miss outside gets his outing started. Frank Kelly is the batter, number 2 in the order for High Point. Now 2-0. Kelly, a ground ball to first, his first time up. Base knock could bring it within 1. It does not reach, and it's 3-0.
You know, interesting right there. Fastball count. You go with the slider from a young pitcher. Got a lot of confidence in him. It's just got to be a little closer because he wanted to swing right there. You know, he was out on his front foot. It was just too big of a miss.
Kelly swings 3-0 and fouls it away. Kelly, a good hitter, but interesting from a guy with just 1 home run on the year. There's a ground ball. Gallagher comes home with it. Winslow cannot squeeze it to apply the tag, and everybody's safe. It scores a High Point run. It's a right idea from Nicholson at third to come home with it and try to get the run. They had plenty of time.
Yeah, you know, it's a tough play. He's a step or two to his glove side, but he got time. It was hit hard enough. I think he just didn't get the shoulders back square enough to home, and he leaves it a little short there. A tough play for Winslow, and High Point gets one on the board right there.
Big first pitch swing from Landon Johnson, fouls it away. So High Point's got it within 2. And you just knew with this program, the way it's been run the past several years, a 3-run lead is not safe this early in a game against High Point.
Yeah, for sure. And especially with the success they've had against, you know, bigger program teams this year, right? Like
with live arms, like Glauber.
Yeah, so they know they can win, right? So they know they're in the game, and, you know, they're not stressing one bit.
Johnson watches it outside, 2-1.
I think that's a good aggressive play by Cooper right there. I mean, at third, when I get my feet moving towards second, I really like going to first, but I think that's a good aggressive play. You got the lead and you're at home, so why not?
And again, it got to him quick. His throw got to Winslow in plenty of time. It was just a matter of...
Yeah, he had time. He just left it a little short.
3-1. Back into the backstop, and it's a full count to Johnson.
He's had some healthy hacks up here tonight, and he's just missed.
Can do a lot of damage. But out in front, waves and misses at that slider.
Slider's a good one right there from Glauber. Yeah, I mean, perfect. He's trying to back foot it right there, pretty close to it. Just runs out of room with the bat right there and it's missing right over it.
Big strikeout for the second away. Runners remain at first and second for Lane Allen. Glauber spins it outside, 1-0.
To righties so far tonight, he's just missing with that one a little too far outside, right? Just so big of a miss, right? You don't even have to swing. And there you go, get it right back in there on the corner. You'd love to see that from young pitchers, right? Where you miss a little bit and then you come back right in there and you don't throw it right back down the middle, but you can hit your spot.
It's a swing and a miss at 95 with the fastball, and now it's 1-2. And now, if you're Allen, you don't know what he's going to bring. Went fastball, misses away. Lauber again with 2 strikes. Almost baited him. Instead, a good take by Allen, and it's a full count.
Yeah, that was a good take. Like I said, he's just missed a little bit too big with those pitches a little bit here tonight.
Full count, 2 away, runners go, and it's dropped in for strike 3. Allen pointing at Macon Winslow, suggesting perhaps some interference. But he is rung up to retire the side and strand the runners. Oh, and he might be onto something.
Yeah, he might be onto something, but man, that's a deep swing right there, and late, very late. I will be honest, that doesn't even look like a swing to me. It almost looked like it was going to be a check swing, and it was so deep in the zone it catches the mitt. And that's probably what Winslow was saying, if I had to guess, because that's the way it looked like to me in the replay.
So still some deliberation about the bat hitting Macon Winslow's mitt.
No catcher's interference. Plays under further review.
All right, so the play is under review. As it was called, no catcher's interference.
I mean, that's a tough one, because I mean, he was swinging straight down and back. He wasn't even swinging forward. So, I mean, it's going to be interesting to see what they call it here. He definitely, you know, makes contact with the catcher, obviously. But let's see what they come to here in this replay.
So it can only be deemed catcher's interference if it hinders the batter's swing.
Yeah.
That's the judgment that you're referring to.
That's kind of what I'm saying. Is like it wasn't much of a swing there to me, at least from my visual. Did you see the same thing?
Yeah.
That's what it feels like.
It
to me.
appeared to already hold up, and I think that's the thinking from the.
I mean, he barely even starts. The ball was already in the mitt.
Yeah.
I think that's what's going to be called here, and I'm glad you brought that up. But we'll see. You never know, right?
So fielders, base runners in their holding pattern as this one gets reviewed. It does feel like the kind of rule that often you see it. If there is contact, it gets called.
Yeah,
no matter what.
That's what I'm saying.
But again,
it's like you feel like they could call it right there, and it's hard to argue because there's obviously contact. But that's something you don't see every day. Is some catcher's interference where the swing really isn't a swing.
Yeah, Winslow, you saw there getting his glove hand looked at in the meantime. So another look at it. Yeah, I mean, if he was going to take a swing at off balance like that, it wasn't going to be a very good one.
I don't even think he could hit the ball, even if he doesn't hit the mitt there. Like the ball was already in the mitt from my eyes and watching that replay. So it's going to be interesting to see what they come to conclusion right here with this call.
Let's see again in real time.
Yeah, I mean, it's tough. Because, I mean, I don't think that's a swing. If anything, it was almost like fighting for his life. Try to catch it deep and maybe tip it. But, like, when you slow it down, the ball's in the mitt.
Then you get into this funny interpretation of the rule where if it is a check swing that with a side angle could be ruled, yes, he came around. Does that even really count for something like, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, I think it's, I mean, I think that's why it's taken so long.
Yeah,
really,
because it really you're working with a couple of different things. Is you're almost treating it like a check swing. Yeah. Did he come around?
That's how
like if you were trying to call it strike three, would it be enough?
Yeah. Right away, that's how I was looking at it. So let's see what they're coming back out right here. Let's see what they decide.
Review, their catcher interference. Bases will be loaded with 2 outs.
Wow. Okay. So catcher's interference is the call.
Yeah, I mean, he obviously.
Well, and like I said,
catcher.
Normally if you catch that as the umpire, it's just sort of automatically the case, right? Like you see the contact.
I agree, and I kind of felt like that was going to happen. But, man, if I go back and watch that tonight, I'm going to be a little upset if I'm on the Tar Heel staff because it wasn't much he could do right there with that ball. I mean, it was a great pitch.
Big spot for Sojun Oh, who fouls the first pitch. And that is a pretty lengthy pause for Glauber on the mound for North Carolina. He's got to lock back in. O steps into it, but leaves the bat on his shoulder. Now 0-2.
This is a big moment of the game right here. Probably the biggest so far, and could be one of the biggest of the night. Bases loaded, 2 outs, 3-1.
Taken high, 2-2. Yeah, you thought you were going to be going to the dugout to get back out on defense. Instead, it's bases loaded for your team leader in home runs and RBIs.
And he's worked it to a full count.
So nowhere to put him for Glauber. Wave and a miss. Big strike 3, strands the bases loaded and keeps it at a run for High Point in the top of the 3rd. Big time stuff from Caden Glauber to fan the best hitter in High Point's lineup.
get a lot bigger than this.
Run straight for the breakaway.
Who will emerge? We'll see.
Beginning May 19th, the ACC Championship. It is in Uptown Charlotte this year. Cannot wait. The fun new format that was introduced a season ago. All 16 teams make it. Should be a lot of fun, as it always is. And North Carolina, after the series against Georgia Tech, nipping on the Yellow Jackets' heels in the standings. A chance with some good play in these final 4 weeks of the regular season to potentially go in as the #1 seed. Top 4 automatically make it to the quarterfinals. And Owen Hull hit by the first pitch to begin the bottom of the 3rd. So things thickening as far as the ACC plots. Looking back at the weekend we just got through, Boston College continues to be a freight train. 7 consecutive wins. It's the longest active winning streak in the league. They sweep a team in Duke that's been hard to sweep this season. Wake Forest puts up a ton of runs in a series victory over NC State. And Virginia, with a lot of injuries, surviving against a feisty Clemson team. Aiken Winslow fouls the first away. It's 0-1.
Well, that's the thing about the ACC. It honestly doesn't matter what's happened, you know, early in the season, because they're all good teams. And like you said, that format coming up in the ACC tournament.
Shot up into the air. Winslow shy of the track, and it's pulled in by McCarter in left. Look at that. Owen Hull tagging up from first to second on the fly ball.
Yeah, he can fly. He can fly, so he can do that. And, you know, like I was saying, with that new format, and they got all the teams in the tournament, it's no telling who can win, because they're all really good teams. And if you get hot right there at the end, you can do some damage.
It's an opportunity to really improve a postseason resume. Want to know to Eric Paulson, grounded to short on his first time up, is 0 for 1.
Yeah, a team can improve it, lock it in, or you can build one right there at the end and win the tournament and get in.
Hold over foul, 1-1. And I think for the teams that are a lock for regionals, it's not a format that could be hugely detrimental to your case either, which was maybe the issue with the pool play. So 2-1, but of course everyone going into that week is going to have something to play for, right? Whether you're, you know, a North Carolina team that's trying to ensure you get one of those top 8s, or you know, yeah, Boston College is kind of on the fringes of the top 16 hosts conversation.
Yeah, like you're saying, I think it's just a better format for the whole league, right? Because everyone's playing for something, and it gives you an opportunity where it's not, you know, a pool play moment that can kind of take you out of consideration for something.
Good takes by Eric Paulson, so he walks, and there are runners at first and second. Aiken Winslow still getting some attention on that left arm, left hand.
Yeah, well, I'll tell you what, I didn't think there was much of a swing there, but it doesn't matter. When that bat hits you, it's going to hurt.
Getting some reinforcement with the extra tape. Fouled down the first base side by Cooper Nicholson, and he's got an 0-1. So traffic again for North Carolina. They still don't have a hit. They've drawn 6 walks, and it's a 7th free pass if you include Owen Hull getting hit by the pitch to start this frame.
Yeah, we talked about it earlier tonight. Like, the Tar Heels just need traffic, and it doesn't mean you have to get hits. They're very patient up there at the plate. They know the zone. And once they get traffic, they can really hurt you.
Carry to the plate. Taken by Nicholson, 0-2. Leaves it upstairs. Swing and a miss, strike 3. And now 2 gone.
It's a good pitch, really big pitch right here. Goes to the changeup and gets Cooper out in front. Cooper just sometimes takes his eyes right off of it. Right there at the end of the swing, you know, almost at contact. And it's tough to hit, you know, the off speed like that when your eyes just come off right at the last moment.
First to Tyler Howes, a miss. Way up, 1-0. 2 on, 2 out. Hacks it foul, 1-1. Two balls and 1 strike. I mentioned it specifically of Jake Schaffner earlier, but really this whole lineup, it's not a team you want to nibble around the strike zone against. Bounced up the middle. Ponce from short makes the toss to first, and it ends the frame, stranding a couple of North Carolina runners. They lead it still, though, 3-1. As projected by D1 Baseball dropping earlier today. North Carolina now the number 4 national seed. So pretty firmly into that group of the top 8 that would host both a regional and a super regional should they make it that far. Caden Glauber 0-1. And McCarter swings it into shallow right. It drops in front of Carter French for a hit. So a man on to lead off the frame for High Point. That was the case in the 3rd. They capitalized and scored the runner. So North Carolina, number 4 national seed. And if you're looking at this and you see Georgia Tech at number 2, you might be thinking, well, what's that about? North Carolina beat them in a series just over the weekend. A top 25 ranking week to week is not going to look the same as a projected field of 64 the way that D1 baseball does both of those things, as a matter of fact, right? So with the top 25, the Tar Heels.
You got your top 25 of the week, but you also have your projection.
Yeah, and it's about more than the immediate play on the field. So that's where you start to factor in things like RPI and those metrics. The committee is working in some others this year, including DSR, which is the Diamond Sports rankings. So it's with consideration of all of that stuff. Christian Smith, check swing, didn't come around, so it's 2 balls and 1 strike to the High Point center fielder. That's inside to Smith, received by new catcher into the game for North Carolina. Colin Hynek replaces Macon Winslow. So we saw him getting extra tape on his left hand, the one that got contacted by the bat on that reversed call in the last inning.
Yeah, it's, you know, probably more of just protection for him. Just give him some rest and just make sure it's all right. And Colin's a really good catcher, so you don't really, there's not a lot of difference right here when you put him behind the dish.
2-2. Forgive me, 3-2. The full count pitch taken for ball 4 by Smith. And so now they're at first and second. Let's go back to Macon Winslow. The contact on that catcher's interference. Lane Allen, the batter.
Now batting number 12.
Yeah, I mean, it hurts, right? That bat hitting that wrist and that glove, especially when you're not expecting it. You know, you get a big blow to the wrist. Your hand and wrist, there's a lot of bones right there, and it's very sensitive.
So now for High Point, 2 on. Jace Kohler, who had the double his first time up, takes, and it's 1-0.
You know, we've talked about it here with Glauber. He's just had some misses where he's just missing a little too much, right? And he's a really good pitcher, and sometimes you might be trying a little bit too hard to be good and be perfect on those pitches instead of just letting his stuff work because it's so good. You know, he can miss a little bit more at the plate and still get his outs.
So those first 2 misses with the slider goes back to the fastball to get it to 2-1, 2-1. Fastball again, and that time it's outside. Move back to second, maybe just to kind of change the rhythm a little bit. Carter was really close. Don't think he was going anywhere. Eater again, and it's a full count.
Yeah, you know, sometimes that can just get you dialed back in, give you another minute to breathe, and it looks like they got someone starting to throw out there in the bullpen. So you can just kind of get him to catch his breath a little bit and dial it back in.
Lofted into the air. Right field, French is there. He makes the catch, and it is shallow enough with a good throw to keep the runners where they are. So that's big. First 2 batters reach safely for High Point to get an out without runners moving.
Now batting for the Panthers, number 15, Justin.
Yeah, and that's something he's been able to do all year. And you know, even when there's traffic out there when he comes into the game, or if he creates a little bit of his own traffic, he's just really being able to dial it in and come up big in the big moments.
The strikeouts certainly help with that.
Yeah, and that tells you how good his stuff is, right? You know, when you're striking out a lot of people, you don't have to be just too perfect all the time.
Delivers a strike with the fastball to Ruiz. It's 1-1.
But then sometimes when your stuff is so good and you know you can come back in the zone, it helps a little bit because it's like, oh man, maybe he's a little wild tonight, and then boom, he paints you. So it all plays and works together sometimes.
Breaking ball into left field. It's a base knock for Ruiz, and it loads the bases for High Point for the top of the order.
Yep, good swing right there. He hung it right down the middle and up. Honestly, if you're High Point, you really want to know where your outfield is. We're playing a little deep, and I think that's down off the bat. And honestly, I feel like he should be able to score right there. But bases loaded at 1 out, and that's still good for High Point.
Willie Ponce, who sacrificed bunt his last time up, takes, and it's down and away. So this is Glauber. You've mentioned that the slider's been a little bit off. That time he finally got it over the plate, but it didn't have the movement.
Yeah, exactly right. Just hung it a little bit too much. And I think that can happen sometimes, especially when you're missing so much away that you're trying to get it back in there a little bit, but it almost backs up and hangs on you too much, and it's too pretty.
Walker McDuffie getting loose in the North Carolina bullpen. No swing again from Ponce. A lot of room on the left side of the infield. Nicholson, the third baseman, the only one over there. And a favorable count for the High Point leadoff batter. Foul ball. And now Ponce with a full count.
That was a healthy 3-1 hack right there. And he just missed it. It was up. It was down. He was on it.
Another pressure pitch here for Glauber. Into the air. Ponce poked it. Shallow center. Hole comes in. And everybody stays put.
The Tar Heels aren't out of it yet, but like I said, that was really big. You know, when it was first and second, and you're on second, you really got to know where the outfield's playing, because I just feel like that little line drive to left, it was a hit off the bat. And I think if you know where they're playing, you can score right there. Now, they still have a chance to score with bases loaded 2 outs, but I mean, that's just a big play, and it's just a little small fundamental thing.
And a first pitch strike against Frank Kelly. So that was doing what Glauber wants the slider to do.
Yeah, and he's got a good one, and man, he's got some good depth and good movement. And
goes fastball to get it 0-2. Couple of fly balls kept runners where they were because they were shallow. And it's kept him away from harm in this top of the 4th inning with 2 strikes. Gets a swing and a miss and gets North Carolina out of the jam. Glauber escapes trouble and keeps North Carolina up by 2. for the Tar Heels at their home of Boshemer Stadium over one of the great mid-majors of recent years in the state of North Carolina, High Point. Still no hits. You saw that right for North Carolina as they send up 8-9-1 in their order. This will conclude the second time through the lineup for North Carolina. It's a 1-0 to Lee Sowers. He walked his last time up, came across to score one of those 3 runs. Swings over the top of it, and it's 1-1. You know, Jack Carey here has done pretty well for High Point since entering at the top of the order. This is the 8th batter he's faced. Bouncer over to Ponce at short. Throws over to Johnson at first for the first out.
Yes, he's done a really good job, and like we talked about earlier, the tale of the 2 pitchers, he's come in and really commanded and controlled the game, and he's kept his poise and he's gone right at these UNC hitters.
It's funny, Silverstein boasted that 97-mile-per-hour fastball from the right side. It's just a totally different look, but it's effective so far for Carey. Hard on the ground, and it's through the right side. Carter French in the 9th spot in the order delivers the first hit of the day for North Carolina.
Now back for the Tar Heels, the shortstop number 2, Jake Schaffner.
So maybe that breaks the ice a little bit for these North Carolina bats. One 1-0 to Jake Schaffner, back to the top of the order. His 3rd plate appearance.
Yeah, I think you're right. I mean, sometimes you just need something to break the ice, right?
And I mean, North Carolina's being really choosy so far. It'd be tough to hit that as it hits Schaffner and he reaches, so they're at first and second. But to finish my point, you know, they can work a tight zone. They're very disciplined hitters, and clearly that was the game plan to begin the game. Maybe now you start to see some good swings at otherwise good pitches that could go either way, called ball or strike.
Yeah, I think so too, especially with a guy who's around the zone more. The thing that the Tar Heels are struggling with right now is it's not up there in the 97s, so they're trying to get aggressive, but they're a little out in front.
One 1-0 to Gavin Gallagher, floats high and outside, 2-0.
Like when you have a guy like Jack up there pitching, he's more of a pitcher, meaning he's going to really try to locate and work his speeds because he's not throwing as hard, but you want to be aggressive because he's in the zone, so it kind of works in his advantage.
Into the air and right to Kelly.
Just like that, you get a 2-0 count, and you really want to be aggressive, and he throws that 72-mile-per-hour changeup in right there, and you just miss it. So Jack's doing a good job keeping these Tar Heel hitters off balance.
Owen Hole with a runner in scoring position. And a 1-0 count. That's been the thing for High Point. Whether it's been Carey or Silverstein, they just have not often been able to get ahead in counts.
Yeah, you're right, and that's tough no matter who you're playing, right? When you're just always behind in the count, There's traffic on the bases. You just make it harder for yourself.
No swing. Tight take by Hull, but it makes it 3-0. He's reached both times he's been up. Walk and a hit by pitch. And that's ball 4. So his second walk, and it loads the bases for North Carolina with 2 away. And it brings up Colin Hynek for his first plate appearance. Replacing the injured Macon Winslow. He looks at a strike. Swings it into deep right field, and it's down shy of the track, rolls into the wall. Extra bases for Hynek. It clears the bases and brings in 3 for the Tar Heels.
Really great swing right here. Change up, he hangs it away, and man, he just goes with it. Gets good barrel, good contact, deep in the right field, clears the bases for a double. And my gut was telling me right there, first pitch change up, you got runners and traffic on the bases. It's a big moment of the game. I think he set on it right there and got it up and put a good swing on it.
Just looked like such an easy swing for Hynek.
Yeah, it was.
He just went with it.
Yep, he hit it right where it was pitched, and I feel like he was sitting on that changeup right there, just in that moment, bases loaded. He saw one for the first pitch, and it was a great swing by Colin.
Offensive conference called. You saw Hynek from second base motioning like, hey, am I included in this? Just a couple of words for Eric Paulson from his head coach, Scott Forbes. 1-0 count. It's not like it got to a quick 0-2 with Paulson. What's this about?
Just probably trying to calm Paulson down. You know, he's facing a lefty on lefty, and that's a tough matchup. So just settling in there. You got 2 outs, but man, the Tar Heels want to get this rung in, you know. So just settling him down, get him back in his spot and routine, and let him go.
Up and in, 2-0. Called strike.
You know, it's funny you asked that. I was here for the Georgia Tech series, and Coach Forbes' wife asked me, like, what does he tell you guys when he pulls you over there like that? And I said, well, I'm going to tell you what he told me, but that's really not what he's telling everyone, because for me, it was like, hey, I might give you a bunt right here, big man. But for other guys in our lineup, he might be saying, hey, calm down, get your pitch and hit it to the net.
Here's a 2-2. Paulson strokes it over the middle and into center field. A base hit will bring in another run. And Paulson with an RBI single makes it 7-1.
Yeah, really good swing, drove it up the middle. Whatever Coach Forbes said to him right there worked.
Under good advisement here, the Tar Heels first baseman.
Yeah, I think he said, you know, settle in right there and drive a ground ball up the middle. What do you think? Yeah.
The infield converges. Joey Hammond on his way out to the mound, signaling the end of the evening for Carey. And a replacement on the mound for the Panthers. So they'll have a new pitcher when we return. Runner on 4 across already in the bottom of the 4th for North Carolina. A 7-1 lead for North Carolina here in the bottom of the 4th. As the midweeks can get interesting, you know, Maine winners over number 22 Boston College 6-4. That one's gone final. Florida State up a couple of runs on North Florida. Duke and Liberty. And then number 5 Georgia, number 3 Georgia Tech tied, but it's still early. Top of the 2nd there at Truist Park. As for here, High Point goes to a new pitcher. It's sophomore Mateo Wells. This is an arm they really like. Big lanky figure. He's had some nice moments for the Panthers in a season plus, and he drops in strike 1 against Cooper Nicholson. North Carolina has plated 4 runs in this bottom of the 4th inning. 1-1 to Nicholson, the 8th batter of the frame for the Tar Heels. Fastball swung on and missed, and it's 2 strikes. Wells tossed over the weekend for High Point in a series win at Charleston Southern. Tossed a scoreless inning.
Wells looks good so far here tonight. You know, like you said, he's got that tall, lanky figure, and he's kind of got a, it's almost like he's hiding it a little bit. It's not really a long arm swing, and it's coming right out of his ear from his slot. It looks like it's tough to see.
Misses low and away with the off speed there. What the High Point staff really likes about him is, yeah, the fastball is 91, maybe 92 miles per hour. He maybe can bump a little bit higher than that. But the metrics on it, the spin is really good, so it gets a lot of swing and miss.
Yeah, that's baseball now. You got so much analytical data that you can get those spin rates, and the velos don't always have to be there, but man, if that spin's there, it's hard to hit.
Full count pitch, shot up into the air, deep left field. McCarter back at the wall, leaps, but he can't reach it. A goner for Cooper Nicholson brings in 2 more for North Carolina.
Yeah, really good swing by Cooper right here. He gets the ball up and he stays on it, and those are his pitches. And sometimes he comes off of them a little too early. Man, he stayed on that one and he smoked it.
Tenth of the season for Nicholson. And now North Carolina is really cooking. 6 runs in this bottom of the 4th inning. We mentioned that hit by Carter French, their first of the day. The last 3 batters have recorded hits.
Yeah, Carter broke that ice, and sometimes when you break that ice, it just gets those hits get the flowing and coming.
9th batter of the inning, Tyler Howell, looks at strike 2. Swing and a miss. Howell fanned. It retires the side. 9 batters to the plate, 6 runs across. North Carolina now up big through 4.
The real fun just getting started.
Run straight for the breakaway.
The celebration is on.
We are well along the road to Omaha, with projections coming out courtesy of our friends at D1 Baseball. The latest field of 64, including 8 ACC teams, 3 hosts, including Georgia Tech, North Carolina, and Florida State. North Carolina with such deep postseason runs, fun runs in recent years. Facing a High Point team that was fun a couple of seasons ago in that 2024 regional. And the Tar Heels with a new pitcher on the mound. It is Matty Mateus. So we saw Walker McDuffie getting loose earlier. They opt not to go with him, bringing in Mateus. Maybe that has something to do with, or the 6-run inning has something to do with that.
Yeah, and Matty's a good pitcher, and he's going to come right here and attack these High Point pitchers. He's got really good stuff. It's tough to hit. He's got a good fastball, but he's also got that cutter, man, and that cutter's a good one.
3, 4, 5 in the order for High Point in the top of the 5th inning. Landon Johnson, his 3rd time up. 1-0 the count. Johnson, a ground ball to shortstop and a strikeout so far in the game. Rolls it foul, 1-1.
You know, if you're the Tar Heels here, you're looking just to attack and make them earn every run they get, right? And if you're High Point, you're just looking to claw back in it, get 1 or 2 every inning, hold the Tar Heels, and next thing you might have a chance towards the end of the game.
Swing over the top of it. Johnson now with a 1-2 count. Swung on, strike 3. Good start for Mateus.
Yeah, that cutter's a tough pitch to hit. I mean, it looks like a heater all the way, and it's just dying off a little bit. Good start for Maddie.
Lane Allen, the batter, reached on catcher's interference his last time up. Out in front, wave and a miss, 1-1. So now this has gotten to a point, Colby, where if you're North Carolina, yeah, you don't go with McDuffie, but let's be real, Mateus has turned in some really good seasons for North Carolina over the years. No swing from Allen there, so it's not like it's much of a drop-off here. You're trying to keep High Point at 1 run, hoping that maybe you can tack on a couple of more and shorten this thing up with a run rule, especially the way they use their pitching staff. It's mostly the same guys you're going to utilize on a weekend.
Yeah, for sure. And Maddie's a veteran right here, and he's had some big moments in the Tar Heel uniform, and he's going to come right in and attack, and he's just as good an option as anyone in that bullpen.
Yeah, we've seen it over the span of multiple years now. When he's right, one of the best relievers in college baseball. Count runs full. Couple of arms going for North Carolina. Another swing and miss, strike 3. Couple of batters faced, couple fanned for Matthew Mateus.
Now batting for the Panthers, number 36, Sojun Oh.
Good pitch by Maddie. He's got him twice. Low in the dirt, all speed. More like a cutter, still hard, but it's got that movement, getting some swing and misses.
1-0 to Sojun Oh. Fisted on the ground. Paulson's got it. Tosses to Mateus covering. A 1-2-3 frame for Mateus in the North Carolina defense as we're midway through 5.
Visit activate.espn.com to see if you have ESPN Unlimited as part of your TV package for no additional cost. It's all of ESPN all in one place. Sign up or activate now.
Some good matchups cooking for Thursday and Friday on the ESPN family of networks, all of which can be viewed on the ESPN app with ESPN Unlimited. Alabama, Tennessee, As things get interesting in the SEC, these North Carolina Tar Heels get a series started with the Duke Blue Devils. Always fun when those two are pitted together. Arkansas, Missouri, and UTSA Tulane in the American, which is a pretty interesting league this year. North Carolina up big on High Point at home. And Lee Sowers fouling away the first pitch. He leads off just as he did in the fourth. North Carolina sent 9 batters to the plate, scoring 6. Mateo Wells misses high, 1-1. Now 2 balls and 1 strike. Wells has been a starter and a reliever at various points this season for High Point. He's gone as many as 87 pitches in an outing, as few as 10. Carter French awaits on deck. 3-1 the count to Sowers. Fouls it off of the hands and a full count. French is the one who got that 6-run rally started in the last inning with a base hit through the right side of the infield. Ball taken, and Lee Sowers heads to first base with a leadoff walk.
Yeah, that's a close one right there, but you know the story's been the same for the High Point pitchers tonight. You gotta be in the zone and limit the free passes because they're hurting you, and the traffic on the bases isn't always the Tar Heels doing damage other than just taking.
It's the 8th walk drawn by Tar Heel batters tonight. French swinging away, sprays it up into the air, opposite field. McCarter catches. 1 away. Pretty aggressive going at the first pitch. He did that the last time he was up before he singled.
Yeah, and honestly, he's gotten a bunch of first pitch strikes, and that pitch wasn't a bad one to swing at. And you know what? This 5th, 6th, 7th inning here in Chapel Hill is tough for anyone on the field when the ball's hitting the air. It gets really tough to see here at night at this time of the night, and you really got to be talking and communicating out there and finding the ball in the air.
4th plate appearance for Jake Schaffner. Got hit by a pitch his last time up. Fly ball curling out of play. Ramsey's unable to reel it in. Wells the 1-1. Hot shot over to third, snagged on a line, and the throw to first to double up the runner. Sowers. Nice heads-up play at third by Jace Kohler. Doubles up the Tar Heels and gets out of the frame for the Panthers. 8-run lead for North Carolina as we enter the 6th here at Boshemer Stadium. North Carolina sending out a new arm. It is Cameron Paget, the senior, who, given the landscape of college athletics, this is his 4th season at North Carolina. He's been heavily involved in their success all 4 years. I mean, make 20 appearances as a true freshman. Just feels like he's been here forever.
Yeah, you love to see that, especially with the landscape of college baseball. Someone who loves a university and is going to stay there and do whatever it takes to help a team win. And I think that's what you see a lot with Cameron Paget. And I think he's a great arm. He's got some good stuff. He can keep you in ball games, or he can pad innings, or he can come in right here and get a couple innings of good work. And it's really good to see.
Jake McCarter to lead off. 1 for 2 so far for High Point. Offering at the first pitch and making it 0-1.
And you love to see someone who goes to a school and they're a good pitcher and they're young and they improve, right? And he's getting that fastball up to 95 now, and that's just really good to see.
Quickly gets it to 0-2. 96 on that fastball.
Yeah, and that goes to show you that the coaching staff just develops guys and they can really help you. But it also is a dedication to the players putting in the hard work.
Now he's got 2-2. Paget, just tipped, and McCarter stays alive. Into the air, right center field. All over, and it gives way so that Carter French can make the catch. Either way, 1 down, and Christian Smith now to the plate. Goes for it on the first pitch, skies it out of play. Smith, a veteran bat in this High Point lineup, began his career at Vanderbilt in 2022. Redshirted, didn't play, transferred to Illinois where he played for 2 seasons, and now he's in his 2nd year with the Panthers. Leaves it alone, 1-2. Count remains.
I'll tell you what, Paget's coming here and he's looking really good. He's attacking these High Point hitters, and he's got that heater up to 96. And for the Tar Heels, that's really good to see, not only for more midweek games for the rest of the year, but when you get into the tournament, you have to use maybe more guys and you're playing deep in the games and extra innings when the playoffs start and everyone's playing really hard. You can throw a guy in like this and you trust him to go out there and attack and give yourself a shot.
Rolled over ground ball. Gallagher from second in an underhanded toss for the 2nd out. Yeah, and you mentioned the fastball and the improved metrics on it, including the velocity. He's a strike thrower with it too. I mean, among the best strike percentage on a fastball of any pitcher in the country.
Yeah, that's right, and that's really big. Just being able to pound the zone and get ahead of hitters, and I mean, at least you know that you're not hurting yourself, right? They really gotta get you, because if they don't, you're gonna be able to get a lot of outs.
First pitch swinging, backhanded snag. Schaffner the throw on a hop picked by Paulson. And it retires the side. Beautifully done on both sides for the North Carolina infield. And it's a 1-2-3 frame for the Tar Heel defense. Jake Schaffner setting his feet, as did Paulson, to stab at it and pull it in. Eight runs, the difference in Chapel Hill. Number 2, North Carolina, trying to get a midweek win against High Point and keep the train rolling after a series victory over Georgia Tech over the weekend. Gavin Gallagher will lead things off, 2, 3, 4 in the order for the Tar Heels, as Mateo Wells keeps churning and gets a first pitch strike. Big cut, fouls it back for Gallagher, and it's 0-2.
You might find this interesting. I've seen Gavin play a lot of games. I've played with Gavin a long time. He loves using different bats. Every time I see him in the box, I feel like he's got a different bat up there.
Huh. Right back up the chute. Nice 0-2 swing to protect the plate and get a single by Gavin Gallagher. All right, so where does he get the bats from? Are they all his? Does he like to borrow others?
That's interesting. Maybe he's using someone else's bat. I don't know. Maybe it's a field thing. That was a 2-piece. He's been using a 1-piece orange. So he's changed it up. I've seen him with a black 1-piece this year. But if I get hit, I'm keeping that bat for sure, right?
You would think so. We'll keep that in mind for his next plate appearance, assuming he gets another one.
I mean, I saw against Georgia Tech, he was using a black 1-piece. And then later in that series, he was using an orange 1-piece. And then today, it looks like he's got a red 2-piece. So it's 3 different bats right there in like 4 games.
Pitching change for High Point again. Gallagher single. Before the break, we were talking about his bat usage because, Colby, you pointed out he likes to switch it up and use different bats.
And he was. I knew I saw it there. He's got a two-piece.
This was in the first inning.
Two-piece, like almost like purple and red, and now he's with the two-piece all red.
Yeah, very clearly a different bat. Okay, you had no idea I was going to be this interested when you said this might interest you.
I mean, maybe a field thing, but maybe, you know, I got out. Might as well just switch a bat. So.
Dalton Hitt is the new pitcher, by the way. It's a half-hearted swing and miss out of Owen Hull. So for players, it's not like when you're a pro, you've just got assumedly a bunch of wooden bats that you can rip through. Did you have one bat as a player at the collegiate level that it was like, this is my bat?
Yeah, but now with the way the game is, you're hitting off that machine so much it kills the bats. But even if one of my bats ended up dying or you know, breaking, I kept the same model.
Yeah, and you just get a new version.
Just a new version. But and it's not just tonight, I've seen it kind of in other games this year, he's selecting totally different model bats. So maybe it's a feel thing, you know, just putting something different in his hand and letting it rip.
Now you got me wondering how many guys in the college game do that. Hull blasts it out to deep center field. Smith on the run, reaches up and grabs it at the warning track. Christian Smith covered a lot of ground to retire a guy who High Point had not gotten out tonight and is frankly very difficult to get out.
Really good swing by Hull right there. An even better catch. Good baseball all the way around.
That's the first down for the High Point defense. Heineck, first pitch, sends a line drive into right. That one's snagged by Lane Allen, though it was hit hard. So that was very similar to the swing that he got that bases clearing double with earlier. Instead, this time around, it's out number 2.
Good swing, and I've seen him do that a lot this year. And he loves spraying the ball to right field. If you throw him away, he'll go with it.
Brings up Eric Paulson, RBI single most recently in the 4th. He's 1 for 2. There goes the runner, Gallagher, easy into second base as it got away from Ruiz. And in scoring position now for Paulson with 2 away. Big pull side shift on the alignment for the infield. And into the dirt, 3-0. Oh, and the 3-0 pitch hits Paulson. Would have been out of the zone in ball 4 either way, so it puts a runner at first and one at second with Gallagher staying put after his stolen base for Cooper Nicholson. 2-run shot delivered in the 4th inning. That was kind of the exclamation at the end of that 6-run 4th for North Carolina.
Yeah, that ball got up in the lights too. Up in the zone, he smoked it. With Cooper, it's all about keeping those eyes on there late in the zone, right about contact, not lift his eyes up a little bit. When he keeps his head down, he'll smoke it, and he's got a lot of power.
Hit delivers, and it misses low. Now 10 home runs on the season for Nicholson. Thought about it, holds back. Big cut, it's 2-1.
Yeah, he got in the hitter's count right there. He let it go.
Weak on the ground, over from third, and that retires the side.
In the bottom of the sixth, the Tar Heels.
So a couple stranded for North Carolina, still 9-1. Time for a late dinner. If you caught the start of this one at 6 and haven't eaten yet, North Carolina leading 9-1 as we enter the 7th inning of play. 9-1 two batters for High Point as they try to climb out of this hole that they really dug themselves early. Cam Padgett continues on the mound for North Carolina. Padgett again with a firm fastball at 95, taken to even it up 1-1. Foul ball, strike 2. Ruiz has had a pretty good night. Walk and a single in his 2 plate appearances. But looks at strike 3 there. Padgett has been heavy fastball so far in this outing. A surprise pitch to get the backwards K.
Yeah, good slider right there. Backed up a little bit on him, but like you said, he's been using that heavy, hard fastball so much, kind of froze him.
Willie Ponce swings at the first pitch, pops it up right to Padgett. who didn't want to give way to his infield. I mean, fundamentally, that's when you get out of the way and you let maybe the third baseman take it.
Well, knowing Paget, he's a really good athlete, and he loves to pick off while he's up there, which you don't see a lot from pitchers anymore. And he loves to make plays. Like, he's a really good athlete, better than what you would think. And as soon as that ball was hit, he almost started calling it instantly. He was not trying to get out of there. He wanted to catch it.
Swung through by Frank Kelly, 1-1. I think there's also a split-second calculation you make as the pitcher in that instance too, which is this going to be in the air long enough for one of the other guys to come get it? And if it's not, you know, maybe you hold your ground.
Yeah, that one kind of fisted him and didn't get up there long, and he really didn't even have to move from the rubber almost. And that's a tough play for your infielders too. When you get around the rubber right there in the mound, it's sloped up, so you're running full speed. It's a tough play.
Miss high, that's ball 4. So Kelly walks with 2 down, and it puts a man on for Landon Johnson.
Now batting, number 14, Landon Johnson.
Johnson, we mentioned it earlier, the season he had a year ago, 86 runs batted in. Led the country. Dangerous, dangerous guy with runners aboard. He's hit 8 home runs this season, driven in 30.
Really good pitch right there by Cameron Paget. Come in there with the changeup, low in the zone, just like the pitcher wants to do.
Close take, 2-1. High chopper. Schaffner caught up to it and kept it in the infield. But an infield single for Landon Johnson.
Yeah, tough play right here. Really hard bounce off the dirt at home. Kind of shifted over in the middle anyways. Honestly, just knocking it down. Even if he fields it, I don't know if he has a play right there.
Yeah. The main thing there is you don't let it leak into the outfield and create a first to third situation. So it's still first and second for the runners.
Yep, exactly. Keep that guy from moving up 90 more feet.
Quick 0-2 for Lane Allen. Into the dirt, Heineck pops up, the throw to third, makes its way into left. Aggressive base running by Frank Kelly forces a run across for High Point. So Kelly went on the dirt ball read.
Yeah, good aggressive base running, and even on a good throw right there, I'm pretty sure he's safe. So when you have a lead, you can afford to, try to get him right there, but I think that's when you got to hold and just let him move up.
Strike 3. Allen watches And his fan for the third time tonight, Padgett, gets out of the frame. Looking around elsewhere in the ACC, these midweek contests, Virginia Tech, Duke up by a pair. Kentucky, Louisville, that's always a fun game. Big rivalry, 5-4 Kentucky at this point. Maine, Boston College has gone final. Maine with the upset. Pitt up 16-0 on number 12 West Virginia. That is an eye-popping score. And then Georgia Tech has taken the lead over Georgia in that top 5 matchup at Truist Park, home of the Atlanta Braves.
Well, you know, when you look at that score, it's 16 runs, only 8 hits. So you're wondering, you know, you leaving a lot of guys on base? No, because you're scoring 16 runs, but are they, you know, hurting themselves right there? West Virginia putting a lot of guys on, and then they're cashing in, getting those big hits.
Pitt's good at that.
Yeah.
Pitt's good at that. One of the surprises early in the season, I would say first half of the season, one of the surprises, their lineup and the run totals that they can pump out. So that's an interesting
they can put
one.
up some runs for sure.
Yeah. New arm on the mound for High Point. It'll be Dylan Story. He's got the bottom of the order for North Carolina here at the bottom of the 7th as we're all stretched out at Boshamer Stadium. Story reaches back and gets a first pitch strike to Tyler Howe. Foul ball went right into the North Carolina dugout. Story with 2 strikes. Got a wave and a miss.
95 fastball up. It's tough to hit. You know what I think's interesting about that? When someone smoke swung in the dugout, is no one moved. Like after they get out of the way of the ball, they just stand in the same place. I'm moving. I'm moving down, you know? They're all just still in the same spot. At least for the rest of that at bat, I'm moving. I'm getting out of the way.
But isn't the adage that lightning doesn't strike twice in the same place?
Yeah.
Right? What are the odds?
Definitely right, but I'm not taking the chance.
You're trying to become a moving target? Is that what you're saying? You're just going to pace up and down the dugout?
I'm just getting at an angle where I don't think it's possible. If that means just going into the back for that rest of that at bat.
1-1 Lee Sowers after the foul ball.
If I'm getting hit, it's going to be in the box. or I'm trying to knock a ball down in the field. I'm not getting hit in the dugout.
So say your teammate's up. You don't necessarily feel an obligation to be up against the railing and engaged with his at bat?
I can be engaged in a safe spot. That's my feeling about it.
Sowers jolts out of the way. Now 3-1. Easy solution. You can just, on any device, pull it up on ACCNX.
Yeah, there you go.
Back in the tunnel.
I might just stand in the doorway. I feel like that's a safe spot right there in that dugout.
You make sure you have something to quickly duck behind.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That also gives you a lot more bodies up there in front of you on the rail. I'm a smaller guy too, so I could always just, you know, use someone else as a shield.
You don't have to get out of the way of the foul ball. You just have to get someone else in the way.
Exactly. That's what teammates are for, right?
That also seems inconsiderate. Ground ball. Kelly's got it at second base, and that retires Sowers, so 2 down. I know you're a team guy. I know you as a team guy. I would expect you to be right back up on the railing and rooting for your guy.
Hey, I want my guy to do good. But I don't want him to hit me.
Number 18, Carter French.
Story of the first pitch to Carter French. Big swing. That's 3 straight plate appearances. French has swung at the first pitch. He walked his first time up and must have had a philosophy change after that he wasn't going to see many more pitches.
Yeah, for sure. Well, you know, I always really loved swinging at the first pitch. Obviously, you know, if it's in the zone, just being aggressive. It's a confidence thing too, right?
Feels like for a bottom of the order guy, it's not something that typically is, well, it's not common. I don't think it's a freedom that is commonly given.
Yeah, you're right, for sure. I think so. One thing, if you're watching the game and you're on deck and you're getting a lot of the same pitches early in the count and you're confident, I think it's a good choice for you. You know, if he knows he's getting started off with this pretty much every time, or he's seeing that he's starting off other hitters every time with this, it's okay to be aggressive right there, especially, you know, you got a 9-2 lead.
Now a 2-2 count with 2 away. And Story gets it by French. Swing and a miss, strike 3 to retire the side. Couple of batters struck out by Dylan Story in a 1-2-3 inning. Carolina with a 9-2 lead over High Point. They got the scoring started not really by their own volition other than having good strike zone discipline. It was a bunch of walks, wild pitches, and a ground ball fielder's choice RBI early. Then they got the bats going. Colin Hynek, a 3-run double in the 4th. Cooper Nicholson, a 2-run homer in the 4th. That was all during a 6-run rally for North Carolina. As the Tar Heels send out a new arm, Boston Flannery takes the mound for North Carolina here in the 8th.
Yep, and Boston's looked good this year. His 11th appearance. He's got some really good stuff, and as a freshman, he was really good in that first fall here. And he's starting to hit his stride again. He's gotten a little confidence back, and let's see what he can do here.
Starts off Sojun 0 inside for a 1-0 count. Now 2-0. 0 hitless tonight. Team's leader in home runs and RBIs. And he kicked that one, hit by the pitch. Leadoff runner on for the Panthers.
Now batting for High Point, number 28, Jake McCarter.
So, tried to get out of the way. Oh, and he actually sent that back foot.
Honestly, he
close.
backed into it,
Yeah.
right? It was going to be behind him. He kind of backed out of the way into it.
Now 1-0 to Jake McCarter.
Boston's got to settle in here. Little wild right here to start. Breathe and get under control and go to work.
Packages a strike there, 1-1. Now 1-2. Strike 3 on the outside. Nice bounce back by Flannery.
Now batting.
Yep, good pitch right there by Boston on the outer half. Thinks it's off the plate, but the umpire gets the final say. And you don't have the ABS system yet in college baseball, so you can't challenge it.
Christian Smith takes the. I'm interested that you said yet there.
It'll probably come. It's coming. If the MLB's doing it, it kind of just follows.
That's not the case with everything, though.
Not everything, but just in this day and age of technology and everything and all the data, baseball really loves that stuff.
I think the ABS, I think it would get adopted in the college game, but it'll be too hard to implement logistically, like the infrastructure.
We'll see. We'll see what the future holds.
Same thing might have been said for the shot clock at one point, right? Just because it requires an extra person. So
Yep, you never know. They might hate it, so they might, in 2 or 3 years, it might not even be a thing. Or it might go to all parts of the game, no matter what division or level.
Christian Smith scoots out of the way. He's got 2-2. But the first thing that came to mind as an example of what hasn't been adopted necessarily in college is the 2 bags at first, right? Whereas in the pro level, they just make the bag bigger. Flannery 2-2. Pulled foul. On the ground, Schaffner gets the force out at second himself. A galloping throw to first, and the stretch from Paulson completes the double play. Flannery out of the frame despite hitting the leadoff batter. Still a 7-run difference. Bracket, if it was to start today, it doesn't. First round starts on May 19th. Would look a little something like this with those quarterfinals auto bids, if you will, the top 4 seeds being the most important because it saves you having to win a couple of games consecutively there in uptown Charlotte. Currently Georgia Tech, North Carolina, Boston College, and Florida State, the holders of those coveted top spots. North Carolina with its remaining schedule pretty favorable. Of course, you never know what can happen in a rivalry series. That applies for both Duke and NC State on the road. Pitt, a big offensive output in a non-con against number 12 West Virginia tonight, but they have sort of hit a downward trajectory as of late. All the really tough tests seemingly out of the way.
Yeah,
Tar Heels.
yeah, on paper, but you know, like we said, the ACC is a good conference, and you can't take a game off.
Ground ball to second base for the leadoff batter for North Carolina, Jake Schaffner, his 5th time up tonight. 1 pitch, 1 away for new High Point pitcher Mac Kimmel. 2nd year with the program for Kimmel. From nearby Durham, North Carolina. Brings up Gavin Gallagher. And looks at strike 1.
Gavin's elected to go back to the same bat that he got the hit with earlier.
There you go. Okay. We put a pin in it. I would have maybe forgotten had you not paid attention there.
I don't know why. That's just something I always pay attention to. It's what bat someone's using. That way, if someone gets hot when I play, you'll be like, man, I might need to switch to his bat.
I'm sure that happens, right? Like, hey, man, what are you swinging?
Definitely.
You're hitting it pretty well.
Definitely.
Gallagher 1 for 4 tonight. And there's strike 2. Now you just got to find out what he swings during a regional.
yeah, that's even better. That's better.
Seems like the one you want.
Exactly. Good point.
He's got those back in the clubhouse.
He might be saving those.
He just saves them for postseason play. Two and 2. Weak liner snagged at third. So 2 down, and it brings up Owen Holt. On an 11-game hit streak, he's 0 for 1 today. He's reached base 3 times, walked a couple of times, and was hit by a pitch. But you need a hit, obviously, to extend a hit streak. 1-0. Scorching hot over this run the past 11 games. Outside 2-0. Whole lays off. You know, got a hit streak going, but it doesn't seem like he's forcing it, right? He's not pressing for that. Take what's given. Still reaching base a ton. And that's ball 4. His 3rd walk of the evening.
Yeah, I mean, hasn't got a lot to hit tonight, but you know, he drove that one to center field. One of the only times he really got a good chance to hit. He smoked the ball, does everything he can do, but you know, doesn't get the results that he wanted.
Something tells me he's okay with reaching base safely 4 out of 5 times, though.
Yeah, I think he'll sleep well tonight.
1-0 to Colin Hynek. He's put good swings on a couple. 3-run double in the 4th, and then a line out to right more recently in the 6th. And already this is the most pitches he's seen in a plate appearance.
Yeah, Collins looked good tonight in the box. He loves looking back at the pitch clock before he gets going.
It's an engagement warning there. Eye contact, more simply put.
Yep, it's funny. I was just talking about him looking back at the clock.
Yeah.
Kind of throws the pitcher off. I mean, it throws me off a little. I don't know if I'd love to do that as a hitter, but it's very smart.
Was the catcher, you're working with the pitcher who's always got to be concerned with it, right? As he looks at ball 4.
Yep, I mean, it's a timing thing, right? Some pitchers want to get going quick, and some want to wait for the clock.
Now batting for the Tar Heels, number 44, Eric Carlson.
8 straight balls for Matt Kemmel. Couple of walks and a couple of runners as a result for North Carolina. Kemmel calls time. It looked like maybe having an issue with the communication device. Paulson drives it into the air, right center field. Is it deep enough? Caught by Smith at the track. It is not. A pair of Tar Heel runners stranded. It remains 9-2. We go to the 9th. we go. North Carolina trying to put the finishing touch on a midweek victory. Strength by 3 runs early, despite no hits for North Carolina. Then a 6-run fourth. They have been comfortably ahead. And Tom Chmielewski takes the mound to look to close it out. He's got 8, 9, and 1 in the High Point order.
$15 Ks to 5 walks. He's going to come at these hitters and attack.
Jace Kohler's going to lead off. Doubled his first time up. A couple of outs since, a fly ball and a ground ball. The left-hander, Chmielewski, misses with his first 1-0. It's been a lot of different looks coming from the mound for High Point to adjust to tonight. This is a different one here in the 9th and a 2-0 count.
Yeah, a lot of looks from the Tar Heels, and I mean, they can do that. They can kind of do that no matter who they're playing. They just have so many options when it comes to arms and depth.
In terms of the plan coming into tonight, it felt like, especially with Glauber going early, McDuffie starting to warm up early but not being used, it felt like the 6-run inning really kind of changed things for the Tar Heels, as that one's fouled back now 2-2 to Kohler. So you spray around, you know, an inning here, inning there for some guys that just need some work and piece together a midweek victory, as they still got guys going in the bullpen. That's into the air to right, down the line. French lays out. Did he get it for the out? He did. What a catch by Carter French in foul territory.
A great catch. Full extension, and I think he hit his head on the turf right here. I don't know, but I mean, it looks like he's pretty shaken up right here.
We made the play closing in on the short wall as well.
Yeah, let's see. He goes a long ways to get this one too. Yeah, he hit his head on the wall right there too at the end. I think he hit the turf initially. Yep. And then continues to slide on the turf and hit the wall. And it looked like he was shaking up. He stayed down for a while right there. Great catch.
That is an incredible catch. Off the bat, I don't think I thought he had a chance to get it.
I really didn't either.
He's obviously getting checked out. I mean, wow, what a play.
Yeah, really good play. I mean, he covered some distance right there too, full extension. Yeah, you're right. Like off the bat, it's like no shot. And he ran it down.
And again, he had so much momentum. That's what took him into the wall. And good to see, you know, obviously he's smiling, nodding, responsive. That's not the be-all, end-all when it comes to a potential concussion or brain injury or whatever, but it's at least a positive sign, and looks like he's going to stay in the game after getting checked out.
Yeah, for sure. And, you know, sometimes when you dive like that and you're hitting the ground so hard, sometimes it'll knock the breath out of you, too.
Yeah.
So just getting his breath and getting his wits about him back, and it was a great catch. And full extension and covered a lot of ground right there.
16, Justin Ruiz.
Well, that's an exciting first out of the top of the 9th. And Justin Ruiz 1 for 2. Over the top of the zone, now 2-0. So Shimoleski, after the stoppage to check on Carter French, has got to find it again.
Yeah, great play. Kind of iced him almost, it feels like a little bit.
There's a strike to get it to 3-1.
But when your defense makes a play like that, I think you'll be okay with that.
Yeah, you'll live with it.
Yeah, for sure.
Shimoleski's like, nah, Carter, appreciate it. I'll figure it out.
Yeah.
There's another one smoked into right field. French. A little more leisurely that time for the second away.
He's all right out there. He's seeing straight. Got to that one fast. Stayed up a little longer than I thought it was, but
Number 5, Willie Potts.
2 outs for Frenchie out there and right in this 9th inning.
And North Carolina an out away from polishing off a non-conference victory. Top of the order again for High Point. It's the 5th plate appearance for Willie Potts. Couldn't commit. And it's a taken strike 2. Shimoleski with 2 strikes, and it is nicked foul.
Everybody clap your hands.
Just inside, and 1 ball, 2 strikes now the count. Shimoleski sails it high as Ponce continues to battle as the final hope for High Point. Two.
Worked it all the way back to full right here.
Full count pitch from Shimoleski. Ponce holds off and watches ball 4.
Now batting for High Point, number 3, Frank Kelly.
And a timeout. Here comes a visit for Shimoleski. We saw there was action in the bullpen, and there's the call from Scott Forbes. Following the walk of Ponce, it'll be someone else's responsibility to close this thing out. Here comes Cameron Seagraves for the Tar Heels. away from calling it a night here at Boshemer Stadium. A look at their upcoming schedule. Conference series at Duke this weekend. They've got number 9 Coastal Carolina coming to town. Queens in a non-conference. Duke on May the 3rd, and that is a non-conference game. Finally, North Carolina, they've been aiming to get a game scheduled on that open weekend, what it typically is for them. And they're allowed to do so, so they added one with Duke. It will count as a non-conference game, similar to what we've seen elsewhere in the conference throughout this season. Clemson and Wake Forest taking part in one of those games as well. And Cameron Seagraves on to throw one out and get this thing finished up for North Carolina. He tossed on Sunday against Georgia Tech, a perfect inning and a third in that outing. Sails over Frank Kelly's head. Runner advances on the wild pitch into the backstop.
Yeah, he's coming just a little out of sync with his delivery right here. 2 pitches just really just not even close. He's got to get dialed back in, settle down, find his delivery, and attack.
Now 3-0 to Frank Kelly. There's the strike zone. Seagraves, I read an interesting note about his outing on Sunday. Colby, you'll appreciate this. 68 relievers in college baseball have faced Von Lackey and Drew Burrus of Georgia Tech in the same outing this season. He's the only one to strike out both of them in that outing. Misses high, and it's ball 4, so they're now at first and second for the Panthers here in the top of the 9th.
Yep, that's a cool, little fun stat fact right there.
One of those things, too,
those
that
are 2 good guys, too.
Yeah, I mean, 2 of the best in the country. And, doesn't necessarily mean Seagraves is suddenly the best reliever in the country, but means he showed up.
He's got the stuff.
Yeah. First pitch fastball is in there against Landon Johnson.
Number 14, Landon Johnson.
Nice breaking ball. Drops in for an 0-2 now. Couldn't bait Landon Johnson. The big man settles back in. Not many nights where he's got only 1 hit and it's an infield single. Now 2-2. Seagraves with 2 strikes yet again. Into left field, and it curls foul. For the 4th time with 2 strikes. Right back at him. Seagraves squeezes it and completes the out to finalize this one. 9-2, North Carolina takes it over the High Point Panthers.
The Tar Heels did their job tonight. They looked good out there, and they pitching is the name of the game. They pounded the zone, got outs, and then hitting was patient and attacked when they needed, and they're looking to take that into the rest of their ACC series and then in the playoffs.
Just a solid night overall for North Carolina to follow up a spectacular weekend, a series victory over Georgia Tech. So 9-2 your final for Colby Wilkerson. Our producer Matt Krause, Evan Badler directing, the rest of our crew here in Chapel Hill. I'm Darren Vaught. Thanks for watching. So long, and we'll catch you next time.